Hello, good afternoon Tribuners. Welcome back with me Kustola Syaifah in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is, Ationg dramatic action saved himself when the shop is burned. Ationg, the owner of Shophouse selling building materials on the Lingsawa route, Langsa Detector managed to survive after breaking through the second floor on the window of the shop next door. According to information from local residents, previously the fire appeared from the lower floor in the shophouse where building materials such as spring, thinners, cement, and the building materials were located. At the time, Ationg, who was on the ground floor on the shophouse, started to ask local residents for the help. But the fire spread quickly enough as the 7 issued a number of corruption. In the eruption, accompanied by the fire took to the horizon from the can of spray paint and the corporate that was set there. Followed by the billowing smoke fell on the room demonstrant of the shop. Ationg, who originally wanted to leave and for in the shopping house, boarding anymore because the fire had started part in the area of the shop floor floor. Finally, along with the starting in the smoke and the steam in the hot fire, chose the ground floor and the second floor in the shop house to save himself from the growing threat of fire. Ationg, who chose the front window of the second floor in the shop house, that it was spread to cross by the breaking through the window of the shop house, either with this attack or the next to do it. Meanwhile, the location of the slab house burned down to be launched into action and how many other shop houses on it. In the weird position in the room in the fire from Ationg shop houses, not so quickly exciting at the time that the fire automatically burned in the shop house location on the Lingsawa on the route or Gamplangan Paya Pucok Tunong. The fire started at the 8 p.m. That was at 6 feet in the burns by the Langsa, firefighter assisted by the Prima Paramilitary officer and Langsa police. At the time, the Shophouse selling the burned building equipment had already been placed on the police in the police line by the Langsa police officer. After that, the fire destroyed in Shophouse forbidding building material on the Lilawangsa route. Friday afternoon, in the owner Ationg or the Chico had turned to the hospital. In addition to Langsa, the firefighters Indah Pratama and Faisal, it was also burned into the hands and were separated by the smoke while exiting to the shop and the safe. They also to be broken in Langsa Hospital. The owner after the Ationg shop who had to be treated in Langka Hospital because of the smoke inhalation made him weak and almost frightened when they were taken to Langsa Hospital. Meanwhile, to the Lingsis fighters in the struggling exciting the fire until the afternoon are under medical treatment at the Langsa Hospital. According to the data compiled by the SurambiNews.com, the incident occurred at the location time in the evening shophouse selling various building materials lodging at the Ationg or the Chico resident of the Chinese design, while the shop that is selling snack and basic necessities. Also, the fire kerosene almost caught the fire because the fire from the building in the building was controlled in the control. Meanwhile, the Langsa City Regional Disaster Management Agency, who received a report of the fire about the minus immediately mobile several units of the fire engineers to the location to the exit of the fire. The next news is, Peter's family of traffic victim visit the Sika police station. The family of the late Petrus Gandrian Siaga Mita from the Ningkulung village, Nita District, Sika Regency, visited the Sika Resort Police on Wednesday, 7 September 2022 yesterday. The purpose of the arrival was to request an update on the location information on the result of the investigation by the Sika police into the case of the death of Petrus on Monday, September. From the information obtained by the family, it is suspected that Petrus died due to a traffic accident, collision with another motorcyclist, but from information observation of the victim family, the family found several obstacles. This was confirmed by the victim reliever Joseph after Oka when he was met in the Sika police station on Wednesday, September 7, 2022. Joseph explained that the information regarding the victim death due to being involved in the accident for the family obtained sadly and according to the from second course. In addition, Joseph told the chronology of the incident. He said that 5 Farun in the PM Petrus traveled to Waitun in his friend who is a girlfriend and another. It is not that but promised that when Petrus returned to his information girlfriend via telephone, there is had to leave home. However, that is after waiting from the Peter never got the news to his girlfriend. When Peter's family went to the hospital, when they arrived, the phone Petrus lifeless. The family observation on the victim body also found several brightness. Marcus Mau, one of the victims, relieved at the room at the morning comes SPKT of the Sika police and report the incident. To guard the case on Wednesday, September 7, the family about 10 people come to the Sika police station. The next news is Komarudin Simanjuntak and Irma Huta Barat meet Brigadier J's family. The attorney of the family, Brigadier Joshua or Brigadier G, Komarudin Simanjuntak arrived in the Jambi Saturday 10 September 2022 at around 11 with not only Komarudin Simanjuntak. Activist Irma Huta Barat also went to Jambi. The arrival of Komarudin and Irma Huta Barat was in order to meet the family of Brigadier G. Komarudin Simanjuntak also explained the development of Brigadier G murder case in the last being explanation of the suspect using a live detector. Dan also made a new report, namely a report under Article 30 is a criminal code in conjunction with an article criminal code in conjunction with Article 55 regarding participation and or Article 56 regarding assistance. This relates to the report of the Putri Chandrawati and report from Brigadier Martin. That is related to report of Martin Cap, who was legally ordained Ferdi Sambo and the head of the South Jakarta Police of the Casatres of the South Jakarta Police regarding their accusation to the decades that the case of the time murder doubly article in criminal code in conjunction with Article 53 of Criminal Code regarding the experiment. Komarudin Simanjuntak also dismayed the conference at the Putri Chandrawati was subsided by Brigadier J in Duren 3. For example, from the Duren 3 to the Duren 5 account, we still can see smallly the Duren, but from the Duren 3 in Bagelang, it's too sure from the impossible. He said it was impossible because Putri Chandrawati praised the Brigadier J action as a pilot, a multi-talented. It is impossible that a woman who is being upset still wants to talk privately with her predator. There is the way of Percy, but drivers doesn't want to hear a story of just being rabid. Like that, the rich man Ferdi Sambo is making this up, he called it.
Kemarin itu yang dilakukan penyidik menguji atau memeriksakan para tersangka untuk diperiksa dengan lie detector atau penguji kejujuran atau penguji kebohongan kan begitu. Nah, kemudian kami juga ada membuat laporan baru, yaitu laporan dengan pasal 317 KUH pidana junto 318 KUH pidana junto pasal 55 tentang penyertaan dan atau pasal 56 tentang perbantuan, yaitu terkait dengan adanya laporan Putri Chandrawati dan laporan daripada Bribtu Martin Gabe yang diduga diperintah oleh Pak Ferdi Sambo maupun oleh Kapolres Jakarta Selatan atau Kasat Polres Jakarta Selatan tentang tuduhan mereka kepada almarhum bahwa almarhum melakukan percobaan pembunuhan, yaitu pasal 38 KUH pidana junto pasal 53 KUH pidana tentang percobaan. Tetapi setelah dilakukan penyelidikan dan penyidikan ternyata tidak terbukti, tidak ada unsur pidananya atau tidak ditemukan peristiwanya. Demikian juga pengakuan daripada Ibu Putri Chandrawati yang mengaku dia dilecehkan dan atau diperkosa di Duren 3 juga tidak terbukti. Artinya tidak mungkin dia dilecehkan dan atau diperkosa di samping daripada suaminya. Dan yang benar adalah pada saat kejadian itu tanggal 8 Juli 2022, almarhum Joshua itu adanya di luar, di dekat pos. Justru dia bisa ada di dalam itu karena dipanggil oleh Ferdi Sambo. Maka dia masuk ke dalam. Seperti yang saya katakan dulu, tidak mungkin seorang ajudan bisa masuk ke ruang utama komandannya kecuali dipanggil untuk itu. Dan ternyata benar, dia tadinya ada di luar berdasarkan rekaman CCTV, kemudian dipanggil, lalu diduga disiksa, lalu
Berita selanjutnya. Aku Yulan. Mafia. Third, urging government to debatedly implement target subsidy policy. And four, encouraging government to open up community involvement in the dispute of subsidies full. Five, urging on the government to the rebels and cabbies in the routes the recruiting with strategic of demonstrant letters on the 3 hours starting at 2 until 6 p.m. Studies started in demonstration by the giving speeches on the Ratulangi Oride in the entrance to their campus. The next news is early marriage to stunting in East Nusa Tenggara threats demographic bonus and 2035. Various trees the hunting East Nusa Tenggara to enjoy demographic bonus in 2035. Nusa Tenggara to enjoy the complement of the problem factors and become too necessary for that area. Head of National Population and Family Planning Agency, as Daris Marinus Maupuru explained, people need to have carefully planning than pre-pretators of the get married and have children because there is a fact the current poverty index, healthy and economy of East Nusa Tenggara. He said that giving family and having children a plan requires careful preparation in education, economics, finance, mental and reproductive health, even to the education of the children, investing one of children's age in area important pillar in welcoming a procedure family. The rate of the early pregnancy, including to experience by the athletes in East Nusa Tenggara, is also relative high national. Here that which is on the hand, early pregnancy is not good for the woman reproduction health. The effect on the health in the also recurring lasting impact, worth yet increased mortality and child mortality. The Human Development Index in Nusa Tenggara in itself there is not very good because it is still completed another regional and will affect education, incoming generation, healthy and so on. He said that East Nusa Tenggara and are still many school-age children who not only have education at the level junior high school. The next news is during G20 there are 70 flights and 3 private flights. The entire delegation of G20 DMM participant in Belitung has now arrived in Laskar Pelangi country. However, a lot of non-Chinese delegates had one home pickup this morning because they had attended the meeting in this planet some of another delegation on the Friday while living in Belitung. However, there is also some delegates who decide to enjoy Laskar Pelangi country for the next few days. Technically, non-ministerial delegation returned to have in the Jackson Airport Tanjung Pandan will still go on X-ray and impact station after entering inside in the terminal. The non-ministerial delegation will be taken to the waiting room in the former VIP terminal. The impact of the G20 DMM event in the Belitung is not only infrastructure, but only economy of the importers industry increase that can be seen from the flight frequency at Hananuddin Airport Tanjung Pandan Belitung for the past 3 days, which is increased dramatically. As for airplane passenger, notice rules for the condition is very dynamic.
Terakhir kita tadi mulai dari pagi tadi ya. Pagi tadi memang sudah kedatangan delegasi dari Denmark sekitar 8 orang tadi. Kemudian juga yang termasuk itu head of delegation-nya. Kemudian juga untuk yang delegasi dari Belanda tadi juga sudah tiba di pagi hari dan juga dari Amerika Serikat, United States. Kemudian pas nanti tadi di sekitar jam 10-an itu tadi juga kedatangan delegasi dari Afrika Selatan, kemudian dari Rusia, dari Jerman juga, dari Geneva tadi. Jadi ada beberapa delegasi yang juga sudah tiba di Bandara Hanan Judi.
Sampai hari ini Pak, bagaimana untuk pengaturan kedatangan tamu delegasi menteri ini Pak? Apakah berjalan lancar atau bagaimana?
Ya, sampai saat ini di hari ketiga ya, hari H lah ya, tanggal 7, pengaturan delegasi untuk kedatangan para tamu itu berjalan dengan lancar. Delegasi juga merasa sangat puas, excited juga, dan surprise juga atas sambutan-sambutan kita, walaupun sederhana tetapi itu cukup mengesankan bagi mereka. Itu yang kami peroleh ketika berbincang singkat dengan mereka, dan juga untuk terkait dengan kedatangan juga kita lancar untuk sekarang arus kendaraan, karena memang kita lakukan beberapa kebijakan untuk terkait dengan parkir kendaraan atau kendaraan.
Untuk di dalam terminal kedatangan internasional sendiri, apa saja Pak suguhan yang diberikan kepada para tamu delegasi?
Ya, ketika delegasi tiba di Bandara Hanan Judin, kami dari pihak bandara menyambut, kemudian menyapa para delegasi, kemudian delegasi akan diantar ke arrival hall kedatangan. Di situ sudah bersiap para penari menyajikan tarian selamat datang. Kemudian para delegasi tadi diarahkan ke tempat semacam hospitality lounge. Mereka akan menunggu di situ, dan sambil menunggu mereka menikmati tarian selamat datang, dan juga mereka juga disuguhkan oleh makanan dengan makanan-makanan khas tradisional Belitung ya. Yang seperti panganan-panganan dan juga mie rebus dan lain sebagainya, serta juga diberikan welcome drink, jadi supaya mereka merasa nyaman, karena mereka tentu sudah menempuh perjalanan cukup melelahkan tentunya. Nah, sambil paralel dengan itu, IO itu mereka mengarrange dan juga mengumpulkan bagasi mereka sambil mereka menunggu, sehingga rasa menunggu mereka tadi tidak terasa. Tiba-tiba memang mereka sambil menikmati sajian musik gambus juga ada di dalam terminal. Selesai, kemudian diantar para IO ke luar kedatangan. Di luar kedatangan juga sudah tersedia kendaraan yang memang sudah kita siapkan, kemudian rombongan bisa bergerak menuju hotel. Seperti itu.
Berdasarkan jadwal mungkin kedatangan di hari terakhir ini Pak JM, bagaimana untuk rencana kedatangan sampai sore hari nanti?
Ya, nanti akan masih ada beberapa rombongan kedatangan delegasi lagi sesuai dengan jadwal, nanti di jam 13.20, kemudian juga sampai nanti sore di.
And the last news is, heated during action student embrace police disturbing. The action against insurance filed the pranks on the Thursday at the office of the Regional Representative Council of the West Nusa Tenggara Province. Indeed, until up. 4 people were arrested and a police team in the day. They were released on the direct launcher because there is one crying a shop weapon. At atmosphere, the action fired become more heated study in the police pressure, which is in under some weird temptation. However, the tension solved the word at the end of the day. The master action at the police team met on the being a Regis Mataram police chef come in Mustafa X, every breed and a humanist probiosis community head in the method. The number of the personnel on the duty that was 80 personnel of the combination NTP Police and Mataram Police. Mustafa urged the team increased that the women participate according to the SOP and not act outside of command. Well, I think those are all the news for today with me, Kustula Shaifa. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.